the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Pulls it in, it's ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pyre's on the move. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. Got the first down and more. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Complete out of the backfield.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for it.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. How about that with 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Making side adjustments here. To pass. Scrambling away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Using his legs, it's Thomas. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications, too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much...
It's a fumble! And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up 4th down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. The biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately, that ball bounced out of bounds, but a nice job ripping it loose and causing the fumble.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds a crease at the 20. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running behind that left side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill that way and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Gators will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
That is a great job by this defense. coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Aguilar. Flips it out in the flat. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looks as if he's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They want to run this quarterback. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. On the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
And they go to the quarterback sneak on 2nd down, and they might have to reach a little deeper in the playbook. Stuffed again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to sneak it. Sneaks it in.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left on it, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he puts through the extra point. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. In the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the 1st down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Lagway, and his throw is incomplete. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but he's got it, first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Grab near the marker, it's Lagway. Out of bounds at the 14, and the big-time offensive play has them set up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Safe completion on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Florida! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. He'll set up to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown ball! A great catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Grabbed in the backfield, it's ball. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Throwing on the run. He's got it down the right side. Finds some room. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Gators.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the quick grab.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Line getting set on second down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw again. Buys a little time. Fires downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Staley. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. To the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second down, he'll throw it. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Wants to throw, it's Lagway. Swings it out to his running back. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Finding open areas.
Returner lines it out to the 38, and your Tennessee Volunteers will take over. First and 10.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3.